Happy Saturday to us. Happy Saturday to us. What's up, dorks? There we go. Got it. Making sure that's good. Nice. Oh, welcome, everyone. Chat is open. I'm here. Don't know what the delay is, but I'm keeping an eye on it. And check. I think I can be heard. Professor M! Hi, baby. Thanks for coming. I wanted to actually tell you, Mel, about the book that you gave me, The Kitchen Table Tarot. It's over there, and I'm here. Ridley's sleeping next to it right now. I love the book. It's a book for people who give tarot readings to other people professionally. Great. Glad you could hear. And I'm actually going to probably someday in the coming week when I'm bored, I'm probably just going to pull it out and annotate it a bit because it's awesome. And there's some great tabby things. And it's a lot like just a giant version of a deck handbook with a little bit more in the beginning and a little bit more at the end. So I'm so happy you're here, honey. Thank you. Morgan, you're at the meat raffle. I was just about to tell Mel that you're at the meat raffle. Yes, my sister Morgan is at a meat raffle as I type this. Say this. I'm not typing, obviously. But Morgan, please win me a ham. I love ham. I love bacon. I've never gotten to go to a meat raffle before. So I'm a little jealous that my sister is at one. So... But tonight's mug, let's introduce our mug. I'm going to do that every video because I'm always going to have a drink with me. Tonight's mug is a Friends peephole frame. Oh, Mel. A meat raffle is exactly what it sounds like. Morgan, do you want to explain that? Or, no, there's nothing to explain. It's exactly what it sounds like. You know, when you go to like a... what's it called? Like a Chinese auction or a silent auction. It's like that, but you bid on different meat projects. What is... Morgan, what did you win? Oh, she won! Okay, Mel, for real. Look what my sister just sent me, this text. She sent me, like, meat. Like, you win meat. Like, literal meat. Like, meat. Oh my gosh. Oh, that's so funny. Oh my God, Morgan. Hey, well, congratulations. I mean, does it stay cold until you get it home, or are you on your way home, or do you only pick it up at the very end? I mean, I feel like, I don't know, meat raffles I feel like they started after I left Buffalo, but they're more of like a school function, right? I don't know. Anyway, Morgan got me this mug, and it's Friends. And I love that. And I had an amazing reading for a friend today using the Friends deck. And it was an absolute privilege to do the reading. And it was just too much to explain by typing. I know. It's exactly what it sounds like. People just bid on meat, chunks of meat. Yeah. Something you need to experience. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And anyway, I love my mug. Thank you, Morgan. But go win some meat too. So that's why I have this out earlier too, because I used it while I was reading. And something that really cool that happened today too was for the first time for a paying client, I decided to actually record it, myself doing the reading, because I do the readings whether or not I'm in person. Like I sit in a space and talk to myself either silently or out loud through it. And this time I just record and spoke to the camera as if I was having a conversation with this person. Sorry. It's after dark. It's bedtime. And it was just a really good, what do you call it? A good reading. It was a good feeling too. It was actually a lot easier to type up the thing because I had the recording and I just like played it back and sort of dictated to myself as I was going. It was great. But I have a question. Why is tea always so much hotter than coffee? Like it's scalding hot. Is it because I put a ton of milk in it, or just the coffee takes longer so it cools off? But I always scald myself on tea, so I'm not going to have this here. Yeah, Mel, it was really cool. And I read for you in person, Mel's, and that's great. But I don't know, it was really kind of outstanding. Just, I really liked it. So I'm debating on actually offering that as an additional service or option for the service, like instead of just typing up the my reading, my interpretation of the cards, and with pictures, having a recording, unedited, just straight through. But yeah, I'm feeling these two decks tonight. These are two of my original tarot decks, and I want to sort of still play around with the camera and get it straightened out. I have my gooseneck camera extender in a different position on my desk, and I'm hopeful that it's going to be in a location that I can leave it permanently. So forgive me for the the wiggly bits for now. There we go. I know I need a little bit better lighting, and I have an overhead light, but it's so bright. I think I could turn off, like unscrew two of the light bulbs, but it's like direct raw light bulb light down there. And I have, oh, that's not water, that's glue. that's from the super glue gun. Whoopsie. What are you gonna do? So Mel, I'm glad you're here. We've got Jane Austen. We've got Zombie Tarot. I was just feeling these two decks today, so let's see what happens. And definitely going to start with some Jane Austen. Ba, ba, ba. I love my little book. Oh, look at that handy dandy thinger. What's this? Goes to diamonds? Yeah. Let's pull that out a bit. Mel, what are you up to tonight? What did I interrupt? Always Jane Austen. That's how we met. All right, let me try to drink this. I get why people had butlers, because I would just ring a bell right now and have them bring either some ice or just come and blow on my tea. For me. Nice. Laying on the couch is good stuff. Too hot. Okay, not too hot, but it's okay. Excuse me. I'll be boop boo dee doo dee doo doo. Gonna pop these over onto. Oh, let me tell people what this is now. Hold on, I'm just gonna type something for the Facebook boost. I don't need a million people here, but I'm just using all these like to test what people can see, what they can't see. Ooh, little bug. Our doors have been open all day. See if that does anything. And then, well, I clicked out before it actually did anything. Oh well, where else can I go? Sorry, I'm just, oh God, LinkedIn. Heck no! I am not going to tell people on LinkedIn that I'm here. What? Wow, there's so many apps that YouTube connects to. 82? Holy cow. Mel, that's crazy. I mean, it's lovely, but that's hot. All right, let's go. I could always boot people if I want, right? Yes. I have the power. Okay. All right, Mel. Here we go. Close that. Okay, there we go. I'm back in the thing now. I am da-na-na-na-na. Why does that say that? Did I really have a typo? That's cute. I wrote tune in and dork out with me. And there's I see a 3 where the E should be. What a weirdo. It's just me though. Where did I go? Now I'm just clicking stuff. I don't know what I'm doing. Oh, that's weird. Okay, sorry. Okay, cool. That's a funny typo. Okay. Fun fact, Jane Austen, I better not make stuff up because somebody joined. Hey, whoever joined, welcome. I was going to say Jane Austen was born in Buffalo, New York, and she totally was not. That's definitely not true. All right. Oh, okay, good. Beep boop. All right, let me see. Now that I'm on a flat surface here, I want to see how these cards do. If I try to shuffle them like this. Come on. Yeah, that's okay, but that hurts my hands. I see what you mean now. Oh, how's your hand injury, Mel? How's your hand? Oh, there we go. Sweet. Let's see. Good. Glad it's better. It's funny, this handbook offers a suggestion for a single card reading, but a lot of, like a specific question reading, but a lot of stuff that I've read says it's not, nice, Mel, it's not necessary, it's not helpful to ask a specific question, I guess, but that's not true. It's maybe more like, I don't know, there's a lot of conflicting advice that I've seen out there, and some of it makes sense to me, some of it doesn't. Okay, there is a new Persuasion adaptation coming out. Let's ask this deck about that adaptation. I guess is it Netflix? Is Keira Knightley in it, or am I mixing up advertisements of something I just saw recently? I can't remember. I don't know. Well, you know what? No, let's first ask the deck. And I'm very not interested in looking at this blank desk color. Let's go Peachy Fuzz. It's literally this like fuzzy velvet color. Dakota Johnson. Oh! What did I see? There's something with Keira Knightley. She's like staring wistfully out a window. And I'm like, oh, is that another Jane Austen? Oh, I thought I was hearing thunder, but it was a car. Okay, there we go. Now, I really want to straighten the camera out. And get my cord out of the way. Much better. Lighting could be better. I'll work on it. That's all right. All right, well, first let's ask the deck. Deck, how are you doing tonight? And typically when I ask the deck how it's doing tonight, usually I ask it in the middle of the day or the morning when I wake up, because I read for myself with this deck primarily. I ask it, how it's doing. And it usually gives me the card that has the illustration of Jane Austen on it. It's really great. And I'm not going to read these upside down just because they're there. That's another good one. So how this deck is doing is the Ten of Spades, which is a stack of historic books that, if I'm not mistaken, Jane Austen mentions in some of her novels. Like there's the Mysteries of Udolpho, like all that kind of thing. So these illustrated titles here are affiliated with some of her works, Jane Austen's works. So this is club. 10 of clubs. Look at how handy those tabs make it. Thank you, Mel. So the deck tonight is feeling hard work. She who reads such a large stack of books has worked hard for her knowledge and success. Aw. At first I thought this was saying, oh, this deck is exhausted, but I haven't used it in a long time. It is a very happy deck. Yeah, Mel. You know what? I'm going to take this as a compliment. I think this is almost this deck's way of saying, hey, I'm doing it right. Like I'm tackling this new tarot stuff with, I don't know if aplomb is the right word, but, just it's acknowledging that it's a lot for me. It takes it out of me, and it's really good. And like I told my client in the reading today, one of the main reasons I started this new side hustle was because I had all this nervous energy from anxiety, and I wanted to literally just channel it into something that wasn't anxiety, and energy is energy. So, all right, let's just shift it into a new side hustle. I have the time. I have the technology. I have nothing to lose except my time and technology. So here we go. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you, deck. I appreciate that. But how are you doing, deck? That doesn't feel like the right card. I usually shuffle in between questions, so that didn't feel right. But this one keeps popping out. Aw, you're feeling strong. That's nice. This is the first card in the entire deck. Strength. It's the first card I ever connected with in this entire deck. And it's a teapot. It's a major arcana card, meaning strength, and, literally strength. But I think, yeah, there's no major arcana. That's right, there's no major arcana specifications on this, so I just have to find the ace one. Yeah, this has to do with courage. Nothing bolsters the soul like a good spot of tea. Here we go. I agree. It's chamomile. Just a single bag. Mm-hmm. It's decent. Not the best cup of tea, but it's just a tea bag. I have not yet mastered the art of tea, and I want to. So, all right. Mel, would you like a card or two pulled to see what's going on for you? I will shuffle until the delay catches up with me, until I slow down and read the response in the chat. And you can say no, that's totally okay. I was also thinking about totally reading for my dogs, because I can speak for them as their caretaker. I bet pet tarot is a thing. But per our conversation earlier, oh good, I'd be happy to. Per our conversation earlier, I'd have to figure out a way to get the animal's consent. Like, eat one treat if you want it, two if you don't. So it's going to be 2 treats. Anyway, all right. You did get the cherry chocolate kiss coffee. How good is that? Oh my gosh, I finished it yesterday. I had the last beans. Pet tarot is a thing. Cherry chocolate kiss coffee. So good. Mel and I hung out this weekend. I knew you met Pet Tarot. We hung out this weekend, and we went to Fresh Market, one of my favorite shopping stores, markets, and grocery stores. Sorry, and I was looking for my typical snickerdoodle coffee, and they didn't have any there, but they did have chocolate cherry kiss, and I'd never had it before. Oh, hello, Jumperoonie. That one's for Mel. And then it was just delicious. And it tasted exactly like it smelled and sounded like, and it was so good. Let's see, are there any others? Oh, yes, hello. All right, Mel, we have 2 jumpers for you, which is how I do it when I'm alone shuffling. If I have someone in front of me, I've started to, shuffle for myself and then I'll spread it out. And I haven't figured out when people like cut the deck in 2 and have someone pick from whichever pile or whatever. I haven't figured that out and it hasn't felt necessary, so I haven't done it. I'll figure it out as I go. Oh, I don't blame you for savoring it. Okay, so I don't know what reading this is, but general message from the Jane Austen Tarot for you, Mel. Let's see what we got. Oh, the Hierophant. This is that guy from Emma. The one who keeps Frank Churchill. He keeps flaking out and showing up and not showing up and being really coy, but then actually pretending to be in love and all that. So the Hierophant is there. I'm gonna look at that one first. Diamonds. I opened to it. Not to his card, but 5. All right, 5 of Diamonds, Hierophant. This card stands for tradition. So again, I asked the deck for a general message for you, Mel. So traditions. Frank Churchill in Emma is a member of the landed gentry, but things on the surface are not always what they seem. Emma does not trust Frank despite his gentlemanly exterior. So instantly I'm thinking of a conversation about online dating. Things are never like what they seem. So this this message is keep trusting your gut when someone seems a little fakey, and because that's accurate. That's also me projecting and being protective of you as my friend, but you get it. It's almost like pointing back to our conversation over the weekend, hey, remember? Yeah, that still stands. Just don't trust everybody. And you're not. You're a very cautious person, I think. And keep staying cautious. And I just looked down and I noticed, what's her face? The niece, the annoying lady's niece, who's the annoying lady is my favorite character in Emma. I just can't remember anybody's names right now, and that's okay. She's playing the piano very expertly, but she also looks like her back looks very stiff. I never noticed it before, but she's very alert. So she's very aware of what's going on behind her. So oh, did you really? Yeah. Keep your head on a swivel is what I'm getting. Stay open to it. Stay, tuned into your mission. Even if especially if it's working on yourself and all that. But keep your head on a swivel, because even when you're just working on yourself, people can come to the surface and it might seem, a little too good to be true, probably because it is. Now I'm just reading too much into that, so. Oh my God. That's Mr. Darcy. Mel! You got the King of Hearts. Oh, Mr. Darcy. That's a good card, lady. I love this too. This is emotional control. I love these 2 cards together for you. I love this deck. So that's an understatement. But the King of Hearts is emotional control. What seems like aloofness is only a natural reserve. Mr. Darcy in Pride and Prejudice proves to be generous and caring. You are getting 2 halves of the same conversation with this quick pull. Why aren't you focusing? Is it focusing on my tea? Yes, it is. Here it's saying, the happy guy can be a sleaze, so keep your head on a swivel. And also, the stoic, stuffy guy who seems super boring could be your dreamboat, so keep your head on a swivel. It's just, look at them. They're looking at each other too. Can you believe that? Dang, girl. This is great. I mean, it's not helpful, but it's great. Like, it's like me saying, "Oh, you're going on some dates? Okay, be careful because the nice guys might be mean. Oh, but also the mean guys might be nice. So you're welcome." Make notes. Yeah, make all the notes you want because this is may as well be drunk tarot because this is fun. It's chamomile tarot, but this is delightful. Very helpful. I guess I mean, I hope it is. I'm sure in some way it could be, but it's just so funny to me. This is just like a very mirror reading for you. Let's ask for a clarification. Oh, deck. Hey, deck. Anything further you can give Melissa about this dating scenario? That guy popped out. Oh, and that one too. I had a feeling it wasn't done. Girl, you just doubled up. All right, let's see what we got. So this is the first one that popped out. Oh, geez, sorry. She said to her desk. All right. First clarifying card. Before I even look, it feels like micro clarification, macro clarification. I don't know what that means. We're going to go for it. Oh, Mr. Wickham. Oh, girl. So the micro clarification is the devil. Like literally Mr. Wickham showing up here. And my gut told me that if this is a micro clarification. Okay, that's also to say like, it's like this is a major arcana card, but this is not a major life clarification. This is still a micro clarification. Just to clarify, seriously, be very cautious online dating. This goes for anybody watching, obviously, male, female, in between, whatever. And I am starting to watch a lot of true crime things on Netflix and listening to them on podcasts. You don't know who you're talking to. And hey, that goes for me too. I'm not a murderer, thank God. But just seriously, it's not too much to ask for identification. It's not too much to ask for a credit check for a partner. Like I have a friend, some old friends in Connecticut who are now married, but they did credit checks on each other. They both did. And they're like, let's not take offense on it. Let's just do it for people real because they were really feeling that connection in person, like it virtually, digitally. And she's like, before this goes anywhere, I think like they wanted STD check, credit check, and identification, like 2 forms of identity, like for real. And I'm like, you know what? You do you. And sometimes I feel like I could have done that and done that. But let me see what else this version of Devil, Mr. Wickham, is. Oh, you cad. Let's see, that's clubs. The devil. Temptation. Mr. Wickham selfishly seduces Georgiana Darcy and Lydia Bennet in Pride and Prejudice. You know, I feel like it's for this card. You really, maybe the next date you're going on, or the next connection you'd make in an online dating service. This feels, I don't know why, but this feels very online oriented. And I don't know if that's something you're active in right now. It's not my business, but it's absolutely feeling like, hey, for real, you're like, that connection is going to be really great. Grain of salt. Don't trust that first one. Like, kind of use it as like the test cookie and throw it out. Not like, wham bam, thank you, ma'am, but like really almost use, if you're starting a new dating service or something, like do that first one as a starter, just to get used to the system. I don't know if I'm explaining that well. I don't know if I'm interpreting that correctly, but that's what I get. But this is a macro explanation, like of the whole scenario. Who are you? Look at all the 5s. We'll check in 5s and see what that is. 5 of, that's clubs, that's spades. I don't know that I've seen this card too much. Betrayal. Oh. Lucy Steele. In Sense and Sensibility, Lucy Steele appears sweet and kind, but her actions are treacherous. Treacherous. Wow. All right, yeah. This is still just a general warning. You can't trust anyone. Like, it's probably Jane Austen coming through. Like, don't trust anyone, sweetheart. Just stay single. Be a spinster like me. Hey, spinsters can be married. It's good. Lucy Steele. I know. This is just a... contrary to what I thought the deck would bring tonight. This is a very cautionary reading for you. Mr. Darcy's like, told you he was a cad. Oh, Mr. Darcy. Yes, thank you, Jane. 53 cards for divination and gameplay. I don't know that I would ever play a game with these cards. Bye! Sorry, it's so tiring here. It's not late. I think the chamomile's kicking in. Be-doo, 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 boo. Do-do-do-do. Come on. Shuffle in, shuffle in. You're welcome, hun. Absolutely. I love reading for you. It's lovely, lovely, lovely. And I'm thinking I'm going to be putting some clarifications on the website that, like, where my comfort is in reading. I don't read for love, like specific love questions. It's definitely not my area of expertise. I don't read for having babies or conception. Definitely not my area of expertise at all. Death, no, because that's beyond the scope of what I'm able to get a feeling on with tarot. And like, betting horses. What horse should I bet on? Oh, do the horse that has flowers in his name. No, that's not how this works. Well, maybe it should be. Is there a horse out there with flowers in its name that's racing tomorrow? Maybe. Yeah, I'm thinking about that because I've seen that on other tarot readers' sites, and I like that a lot. So that's going to be very helpful, I think. And like almost even like a disclaimer. I'm going to just sort these right now so I don't have to keep flipping them over. God, that took me a minute to see it. I'm definitely getting sleepy. Ba, 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 da, ba. Yeah, manage expectations. Exactly that. Mel, have you touched the other deck you got? What's it called? The not Literary Witches, but Middle English? Medieval? What was it? The Middle English one that jumped out to me on the shelf. And it's like, Mel needs it. And I made you buy it. I shoved it at you and you took it like a good friend. Perfect. Old English. That's it. Have you looked at that deck yet? And if you have, what do you think? I'm curious. Oh, good. That's really great. Oh, I wonder if Morgan... Oh, isn't that an awesome feeling? This one feels amazing in my hands. And so does the Nightmare Before Christmas deck. It's just a great thing. And actually, so does Zombie Tarot, which I have over here too. Oh, that's great. I'm so glad. There was something about it that it's like, oh, Mel needs it. It's almost like a puppy asking me to tell you it needs to be adopted. You should get a dog or a cat. Hey, deck, should Mel adopt a cat? 2 cats! You should get 2 cats. Oh, the Hierophant card. I'd love to see it. Oh, can you attach things in this chat? I don't know. I know you can text it to me, but looks like you could do emojis. Tapestries, that's incredible. And then looks like a survey too. I don't know what that graph is, or is that just a picture? There we go. Jane has spoken. You will be adopting a brother and sister cat. If anybody's wondering what I'm doing, I'm sorting these into 2 piles. They're upside down and right side ups because I'm too lazy to go like this and put them like that. So it's just easier until I get confused. And now they should hypothetically all be facing the right way. All right, I want to read for myself now. Lily needs to send you your next kitty. Yes. Would you be open to 2? 2 kitty cats? They seem to do well together. Animals in general. Lil. Queen Lil. What friend? This guy. Who's got one thumb and is shoveling cards with the other hand? This guy. Nice. What if you find the cats here? We have an antique thing nearby, and there's feral cats all over. And I was there with a friend recently, and we swore one of them was dead, and it wasn't. It was just sleeping on the gravel, but it looked dead. Okay. Anyway, hey deck, I would love. You've already jumped 1 card for me. This one jumped out as I was just shuffling like this. So I would love to know. Okay. Oh, I've got 3 cards here. Cool. I think it'd be like that. What message do you have for me? And I have no idea. General reading for me, Erica. I fully give my consent here. Let's do this. Tea break. Okay. Again, I don't read these cards reversed because there's such minimal descriptions anyway, and it's not a traditional tarot deck, so I'm comfortable interpreting all of them as if they were upright, even if they're not. And also because you can tell which way it is because it's directional. And the text is one way. Okay, what message? I don't know what type of reading this is. If it's past, present, future, Saturday night, Sunday night, Monday, like whatever. I have no idea. This week, this month, this year. Let's see. Ooh. 6 of Spades. There's a big ship. So this was what? Persuasion-esque. What's persuasion about? It's about going back to lost loves. I don't know what the 6 is about. There we go. 6 of Spades. I really do need to write a little neater here. No, I definitely don't have all these definitions memorized yet. Don't expect to for a while. Transition. The 6 of Spades is transition. A ship heads for new shores, leaving old disappointments behind. I think I know what this might be about. Recently had to stand up for myself to a toxic family member and set very clear boundaries for the first time in my life with them. It was very difficult, and I'm still struggling with it, and I have reflexive, like, what if I made them mad? I should make them feel better. No, that's not my job. Okay. Still don't know what type of reading this is, but let's continue. Oh, the Hermit. I love this card. I even have one of those lanterns behind me, and not this bookshelves, but the shelves behind me in the other room. I got one from an antique store. The Hermit is a major arcana card. Diamonds. There we go. 9. There he is. Introspection. In Emma, Mr. Woodhouse focuses his energy inward to take care of his health and comfort. I'm actually going to read a little too much into this one because this card particularly always kind of reminded me of my dad. It like physically kind of looks like him, just that waspy face, and my dad was not a very particular like what's a hypochondriac guy, but he was very introspective, very chill, very quiet, and I think as awkward as it would be, he would probably be very glad that I'm taking care of myself by setting boundaries with this family member, as difficult as it is. And what's even more particular about this is today is 7 years since my dad passed away. So I'll take that as like my dad saying hi, to some extent. Nice caring father figure. I'll take that. Thanks, Dad. Aww. Good stuff. Oh, the moon. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. Another major arcana card, the Eight of Hearts. Already get a feeling. Yeah, I'm getting chills just thinking of this. Already getting a feeling for myself that it's more like, you know what, just keep trusting your... I should be continuing to trust my instinct, which I know, but it's easy to remember it. Yeah, I do. Thank you, hon. I think so too. It's easy to forget that it's okay to trust my instinct over my brain that tells me, no, make amends. Make sure you're not hurting this person's feelings by setting boundaries for the first time in your life because they've been emotionally abusive to you for 41 years. That kind of thing. We all have our best guides within us if only we would listen. So the moon is like the spiritual side of things. Intuition. Yeah, it's about gut. Feeling. Fanny Price is quiet and insightful, remaining true to her remaining true to her conscience throughout Mansfield Park. That's really sweet. Just a general hello and like check-in from my intuition, basically. That's how I get this feeling. Oh, I miss my dad. I was just talking to my husband, though, that it's not a sad miss anymore. Like, it'd be weird if he and my mom were here. They've been gone 5 and 7 years, respectively. So, well, 7 and 5 years now. But, my dad and my mom. But, yeah. Well, yeah, it is a nice little boost of support. You're right. Well, good night, deck. Thank you very much. And I can't remember what that card means, but it's lovely. Something about, I don't know, complete garden. It's lovely. I am ready for some zombie tarot, which is great. I love that I felt compelled to pull both of these decks because, you know, Pride and Prejudice and zombies. Clear my deck. You know what I'm going to do with the other deck for now, though? Instead of I'm not gonna read or anything unless I feel super compelled to. I'm going to see how the tabbies on the book went. Like how I'm liking having them up here. Here we go. Keep that up high. That's okay. I think I'll move this one over a bit. Yeah, that's better. But then these... Yeah, I like them on the side. It's just easier to handle and not rip the... I'm very afraid I'm going to rip this, even though I know I won't, but rip the pages if I try to like grab it up top like that too much. And I'll put swords right there. That works. Wands. Hazards is pentacles. We'll just start that up at the top again. Boop, boop, boo. Actually, I really want to move these over too. I want these over by my right hand. It's just weird to pull in by the binding, so. Oh, puppies. My puppies are grumbling. Cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha, cha-cha-cha. Yeah, I like that better. Excuse me. Deep box. But that finger grip only gets me like half the deck. There we go. Look at this box. It's so cool. I mean, I don't love guns, but this is so hilarious. Yeah. Just for me, nimbly. I have very calloused fingers, so it's hard for me to feel things. So this is just makes it a little bit easier, even though it's a smaller, smaller real estate there. I'm definitely going to end up rewriting these because I have terrible handwriting. Like, really bad. Gosh, that's funny. Your tabbies. You should name one of your cats Post-it. You should name your cats Romy and Michelle because they pretend to pretend to have invented Post-its, but then you call them tabbies, so if they're tabby cats, you should name them Romy and Michelle. Don't take my word for it. I've had 2 cats in my life, accidentally. One cat was named Pumpkin, and it came with the neighborhood. It was this fat-ass cat that, I think it was a tabby. It lived in our neighbor's basement, and then they moved out, so it came and lived in our basement. And I will never forget the smell of a litter box with cat diarrhea because it is unique. And it was just like our basement, like the house I grew up in was. Okay, very good. Thanks, Micah. Bye. Tarot Destroyer joined the chat. Well, too bad, Tarot Destroyer. Let's see. Yeah, it stank. And the other cat we had, my dad found at his work, and it kept running away from me, so I named it Runaway. And then the cat was gone the next day. I don't know what happened to it. It might have gone to a farm. Oh yeah, Mel, there's a lot of bots that come in here. So, yep, I already deleted them. And oh, I can also report them. Hold on. Report. There we go. There we go, reported them. Cool. Done. Yeah, it's weird, but not unexpected, so. Zombie Tarot deck, how are you doing tonight? I'm going to do the 3-pile thing. Ah, 7 of Swords. Ooh, Priestess reversed. Ace of Swords. This is quite the spread. Just watching the chat, making sure nobody comes back. There we go, Swords. 7 of Swords. Let's see what this is. I asked the deck how it was doing. Theft, sabotage, and deception. There's one in every bunch. Keep an eye out. Keep an eye out for the person who is a little too enthusiastic about fondling the firepower. It's possible she's putting her own interests ahead of the group's. When confronted with a plan, make sure it's best for everyone involved. If it sounds sketchy, it probably is. Hey-o, Mel. That might be also for both of us. So, yeah, this guidebook is phrased for surviving the zombie apocalypse. So it's so funny. It's as if it is an instruction booklet for surviving the zombie apocalypse. It's amazing. Okay, so I asked the deck how it was, and that was one of the cards that came up. So I'm going to take that as, like, this might still be, like, a silly zombie tarot deck, but it could still be powerful, and that's what I get from it, too. Like, the whole deck, this is one of my favorite decks to read with. It's, I mean, I'm trash for the good art anyway, but there we go. Let's see what the Priestess reversed tells us. Ooh. Cha-cha-cha. I think that's like Empress for the Major Arcana. Card number 2. Mystery, Intuition, Secrets. The High Priestess keeps secrets close to her snake covered chest, but teases you to discover them. She often speaks in riddles. Don't expect her to give you a literal explanation. It's possible the information you seek can be discovered only in a dream state. When faced with a difficult question, consider looking to your intuition with the power for the answer. Again, trust intuition. I think that'll be for both of us, lady. Oh, but reversed. This one doesn't talk about reversed, but I have a cheat sheet that does, and oh, it's buried right now. I don't know. I'm too tired, so we're going to have read that upright. That works for me. Ace of Swords. And on it is carved, for the zombie hunter. Never noticed that before. For the zombie hunter. Ace of Swords. Again, this question was, deck, how are you doing? Ace of Swords cuts to the heart of a situation and offers you a new beginning. It's up to you to take it and run as fast as your little feet can carry you. Just remember that most swords are double-edged. The same tool that you wield to slice through a pack of zombies could ultimately sever your head from your spine. Have a game plan ready to roll. That's good advice. I think it's, with great tarot reading abilities comes great responsibility, kind of a reminder for me. And for you, Mel, to bring your zombie sword on dates. Okay. Oh, these shouldn't, I don't know if I'm ever going to read these upside down either, because I can always, you can tell. They have a upright. At a quick glance, I wouldn't be able to notice it. I don't pay that close attention to when I'm shuffling, so. Eee. Ooh, 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 ooh. Doo-doo-doo-doo. Beep-boo. All right, I'm only going to go for about 7 more minutes. I'm going to stop after I've been on for an hour, because I am sleepy. Cha-cha-cha-cha-cha. Mel, do you have a question for the zombie tarot deck? It's just you and me in here. I think I'm the second person watching. Moi aussi? I don't know what that means. Have you been taken? What does moi aussi mean? Moi, I. Aussie. Aussie. You're Australian? Good day, mate. Oh, for fuck's sake. It was more Scottish than anything. It means me too. Yeah. It's sleepy time. I've got 6 more minutes. Yeah. Okay, what should Melissa name her cat? Cats. Tug and crawl. Oh, we're asking the zombie deck. How will the new Persuasion movie be? Hello, zombie deck. Melissa and I would like to know, how will the new Persuasion movie be? I love this deck so much. Produced by Quirk. Ooh, Queen of Cups. Okay, what do we see? We see a bottle of alcohol, a starfish, a beautiful zombie lady in a beach chair, eating a brain with a gorgeous hairdo. Let's see what we got. This is the Queen of Cups. 3, 2, 5, 9. Queen. Intuitive, devoted emotions. Devoted is the first thing that popped out to me. Tug and crawl. Maybe you get 4 cats. Rami, Michelle, and Tug and Crawl. Nurturing, playful, and communicative despite her absence of lips. Oh, the Queen of Cups feels that life is a party. Her house often overflows with friends seeking counsel and advice. This queen has an uncanny ability to hear and understand the mysteries of the universe, look for new prospects in the areas of children, animals, spiritual manners, environment. I actually really picked up on both devoted and absence of lips. For me, I think this is sort of hinting that the movie, it's going to be honorable to the original text. Like, it's going to be truthful to the story arc, you know? But absence of lips tells me the dialogue is going to be very different. Like I was just watching the Emily Dickinson on, I think, HBO. I watched like the first 15 minutes of it and I couldn't do it. It was really clever. It was as if it's filmed in 2022, like if it's set in 2022, but it's still period costumes and drama and everything. It was very odd. And I wonder if it's going to be like that. You know how in Emma, with Queen's Gambit girl, how she gets a nosebleed at the end? Like, it's just really out of left field. I'd welcome it. That's fun. Why not, you know? I'll take that. All right. Oh, I'm tapped out. I forget how draining this can be. Takes a lot of energy and mental acuity, and also paying attention to the digital, like the actual technology. And like, I'm looking at the recording levels to make sure I'm not too loud, but also looking at like how many people are watching to make sure I'm keeping up with everyone in the chat. It's like that Zoom fatigue. It's very much what it feels like. I could probably do away with one of these screens, but what are you going to do? Like, it's helpful for me to see where I am because you can't see the cards right now. So I got to remember to, put them up. These are a lot easier to shuffle than the Jane Austen cards because they're a bit narrower, so I can hold them better. And I can't do the bridge, though, that bridge thing that people arc them. So, well, Mel, let's call it. It's 57:57 for me here. Like, I've been on for 57 minutes, 57 seconds. Well, now it's 58. 4 seconds, 5 seconds, 6 seconds. I'm going to say goodnight, lady. Thank you so much for coming. This was really good. It's getting me comfortable doing the live streams, and it's awesome having you here. And I'm assuming I'm the other one. There's only 2 of us watching, and I think it's just me, the other one, but I don't know for sure. You're welcome for your reading, of course. And anybody who watches this, use Dork 30 at checkout if you want a full, bigger reading. And message me if you're up for asking me for video readings, because I'm going to think about the pricing differences for that, if it will be any different. Or if it will be in addition. It won't be in addition to the writing. It'll be an alternate to it. And if somebody wants both, there will be a little bit of an extra fee, but not doubled, obviously. So I'll think about that. But I love you too, Mel. Thank you for everything. And thanks for chiming in to our Jane Austen Zombie Tarot reading night. Hope you liked it. Spread the word. Have a good night, everyone. And I'm sleepy.